Okay, Coach. Well, with the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Throwing on first down. Love. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Move. Everyone got four. Four down. Come on. Watch the whip. Go. Slant. Watch the slant. Motion. Check three. Go. Shoot. Deuce. Check.
From the gun. Love. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. This secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and, you know, the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
Throwing again on second and 10. Love. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
On first and 10, Love. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Looking to throw. Love. And that is incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Get ready. Get ready.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
I'm here all day.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They go with Chubb on second down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going.
Set. 180. Real. General West.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. From the red zone now, Mayfield. This is caught. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
They'll give it to Chubb. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3rd and goal, they're going with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Now for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
No. Tighten up. SOS.
2nd and 1. Yeah, he'll find Hall. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Mike 20. Let's go, D. 22, check, Bama. 22, check, Bama. 10, under 10, 10. Hey, check.
Operating from the gun. Love out to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Alert 3, let it roll. West, Bravo. Zip it. Motion, watch the motion. Check safety. Same on. Shit.
On 1st down, Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Watch twist. Hey, switch gears.
To throw on 3rd down. Love over the middle, complete. It's Hall. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Slam.
On 4th down, Love. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit,
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
He's checking crap.
Here's Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 22. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Mayfield to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Extra point forthcoming. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken short. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
He's checking. Check nickel. Kill.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And they will finally get him to the ground as he's forced to tuck it and take the sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Off play action. Love fighting to stay upright. And an alley to... And the ball comes out. Love lost it. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Real. Smooth. Coming to you. Hurry. I got you.
Throwing. Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Minus 57. 57's King. Hey, echo. Hurry!
Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Here I come! Here I come! Here I come! Here I come! Hurry! Roy!
The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
One alert! Hurry! 57.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
To throw, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now, Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And an alley to run. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Chubb on first down, not going to go anywhere as he'll lose 3 on that one. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Hey, look, point it right. One touch.
And again, it's Chubb. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And his kick is indeed good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Be ready, be ready. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Shoot.
Throwing on first down. Love. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 42 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Go. I'm coming. Zip it. Mike 20, Mike 20.
In your face.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Love. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. And now finally he'll be forced to go down, just protecting the football, hitting the turf. It's a sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 22. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Check 52.
Off the play fake. Love. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Kenny Clark able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Now, the Bengals on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Check 13. Check 13.
Back to throw. Love. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Don't get nervous now. Come on. 25, check 25, check 25.
On 4th down, Love. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here where you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Jump. Regular.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hurry. Regular. Check Mike 57. Check.
Now Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and a mile. Mayfield now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. To throw on 2nd down. Love. And he whips that one incomplete there. John Ross, the one he was looking for. Third down here. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. From the gun, Love. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, watch this, watch this. Check.
On 4th down, Love. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. A run for Nick Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They go play action here on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. Love. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. On 1st and 10, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Love. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Well, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Throwing again. Love dumps it off to Mixon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. On 1st down, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
You must be true. Check 90 left ball. Big air. Spons.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Browns, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.